All right, plowing ahead. Bill, so something kind of ridiculous happened to me the other day, and you're the only person who I think might appreciate my point of view on the matter. Okay, so there's this really good-looking lady that works at the sandwich shop around the corner from my job. So been going there for like a year now, and I've always wanted to say something to her, but never did because either the place was too busy at the time or I just pussied out, usually the latter. So the other day, I finally man up and decided to say something, and it went a little something like this. I go in after 2, so it's not as busy. I place my order. She makes me a wrap. She hands me a wrap, and I say, "Excuse me. I've been coming in here for a while, and I've always wanted to introduce myself." And before I can even get the words out, her smiling expression turns blank. Her lips seal tight, and she kind of looks up at her eyebrows with that "you gotta be fucking kidding me" look all over her face. I can only equate... shit, I just hit the wrong button on my computer. He goes, I can only equate the look to an employee, what an employee might have when they're done with their work for the week, and on Friday evening, right as they feel like they're going to get out of there, the boss comes and drops another hour's worth of paperwork on their desk. They can't say anything, but you know they're thinking, "You fucking prick." So what I end up saying after I get this look from this chick is, this is basically what the guy says. He said, "Excuse me, I've been coming in here for a while, and I've always wanted to introduce myself." You know what? Fuck it. Never mind. And he goes, I turned around and I just walked out. All right. And he goes, now here's my issue. Dude, we've all been there, all right? We've all fucking been there. All right. So he goes, now here's my issue. It's not that I was rejected. Big deal. That shit happens all the time, right? That's like an ongoing theme in an adult life, and I've learned to live with it. Jesus, dude, don't jump off a cliff here. He goes, my problem is that society, I can't even talk, society, my problem is society dictates that the guy should approach the girl, and all the girl really needs to do is look pretty. Throw a few signals and wait for dudes to start clamoring like morons. Is it fair? No. But then again, it's really not a big deal. It's one of the situations you grow accustomed to. But if that is the case, and if all women have to do is be pretty, then say yes, or go fuck yourself, could they at least wait 30 seconds for me to say whatever retarded shit I'm thinking before they shoot me down? All she has to do is wait a minute and say, no thank you. But instead, I get cut off by stink eye mid-sentence. Should I have told her to go fuck herself? What are your thoughts on this sort of shit? Your true and loyal fan, Bobo the douchebag. All right. What are my feelings on this? All right. First of all, dude, we've all been there. We've all, you got it in your head, you're going to come up there like fucking Sean Connery in one of those early James Bonds. You even feel like you got a fucking tuxedo on, and then the second you open your mouth, you sound like fucking Arnold Horshack, and you even want to shoot yourself down at that point, okay? But in answer to your question, should I have told her to go fuck herself? No. That's not... I mean, I'm just, having not been there. I can't... It would depend on what the look on her face was, or how she looked. If she was just some hot girl who didn't have a brain in her head, yeah, then you tell her to go fuck herself. But this is a really cute girl, and you actually feel like, wow, I'd like to get to know that girl. No, you don't tell her to go fuck herself. It's actually in that moment when she gives you the stink eye is when you have to come up with something funny to say, something clever, something, so you show that you're not going to quit in life. Because that's what, I hate to say it, dude, but that's what you showed her. You showed her that you have the quit DNA in your fucking ball bag, and she's not going to want to mate with you. But fortunately, there's plenty other gazelles out there on the fucking Serengeti that you can try to run down. You see the Discovery Channel. Cheetah doesn't always fucking run the thing down. Sometimes it gets kicked in the face, and then it sits there feeling stupid. Especially when it realizes it's being filmed and it's going to be on basic cable. There's where you can actually look at a bright side. It wasn't filmed. You just got to kind of come up with something in that moment that's funny. And I actually kind of thought about it, what I would have said, and I would have choked even if I tried to come up with something funny, because in the moment I would have felt like a douche, and I probably would have attacked what she did for a living, which is the worst thing you can do. I'd be like, really? You've been working here for a year and a half. 2 years, you're making sandwiches. You're not getting any younger there, sweetie. All right, it would have been bad. It would have been bad. It's very easy for me, for me to sit here and tell you what you should have done. It's kind of like, when you watch a football game or something like that, and once it ends, and whatever the game plan was didn't work out. But, dude, why didn't they give it to Marshall Faulk? I don't understand. It's easy to do that. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, it'd be funny. You got to go back there and keep ordering sandwiches. I don't know. That's fucking humiliating. You might have to find a new place to get a sandwich, dude. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how you pull yourself out of that one. What did you say? You know what? Fuck it. Oh, this is what you do, dick heights. You just walk in, just kind of be a dick, When you just walk up, hey, sunshine, or something. Don't listen to me. All my shit just always ends up with, there's a reason I get heckled as much as I do, because I'm an asshole. But as far as like what you said earlier, because I know there's a lot of women pulling their fucking hair out right now when you say all a woman has to do is be pretty and wait for the offers to come in. I don't know, dude, if you ever had a girlfriend, first of all, that whole thing of looking pretty from my standpoint and my experience takes at least 4.5 fucking hours. And you never know. That girl might have been giving you the stink eye because she's a really good looking girl and she has a job where she deals with the public. So believe it or not, the amount of ugly fucking out of shape dudes who actually don't have a problem approaching beautiful women is actually it's pretty high. I mean, personally, I think it's funny, but if you're a woman, it's not as funny. And I think that's something that took me a long time to realize how uncomfortable that feeling can be. Because guys think, dude, I would love to be standing there and women hitting on me, but what you have to do is you got to see how we're physically made up. The fact that a guy. What if there was this thing that physically could beat the shit out of you and it wanted to enter your body? That's the only way to try to put yourself in and what if you're not attracted to it and you feel it getting angry when you're trying to communicate that, you're all set, And then there's the option that if they wanted to, they could give you a forearm shiver and begin to execute their plan, Oh, Jesus, how do I talk myself out of this one? You know what it's like? Put it this way, for all the guys listening out there. If somebody said, hey, man, I'll give you $10. This is like an old joke I used to do in my act. I'll give you $10 to walk over to that birthday cake and stick your finger in it. You got $10? Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. $20 or whatever, just something, You do it. You wouldn't think anything about it. Whatever. Stick it in, you take it right back out. You wouldn't give a fuck. But what if somebody said, dude, I'll give you $20 to take that cake and put it in your ass? See what I mean? There'd be a difference. Then you would have some questions. Where has that cake been? Are you going to tell anybody? I usually don't do things like this. That's why women, they approach sex that way. They got to have rules on when they're going to fuck you and all that. Did that example, I know on some level it made sense. I'm a little jet lagged. I haven't done that joke in a while, and I got to admit, halfway through it didn't even make sense to me. I'm just saying, Did I answer your question? So this is what you got to do. You got to treat women like I treated open mics. Okay, you just know you're going to bomb, and eventually you're going to get good at it. So just keep, make some notes. What you're going to do the next time that happens. Maybe try to come up with a couple of lines. And I hope you appreciate what a fucking pain in the ass it is for a guy to get laid. You know what I mean? And that's why there's the whole stud whore double standard. Because basically, for a guy to get laid, this is what he has to go through. This guy actually has to develop skills to get laid. All you have to do is show up, I mean, for a guy, the brass ring is getting a 2-on-1, no TV credits. No, my dad has a yacht. You just get it from talking shit. That is the brass ring for a guy. Now, a woman, her first night of fucking, all she'd have to do is lay down on a pool table. She could fuck every guy in the bar. It's not a skill. It's gluttonous. It's gluttonous. It's like watching a fat guy eat an ice cream. You never cut him. You don't cut him any slack. Haven't you had enough? All right. I'm really glad I redid this podcast because this other one was not nearly as fucked up as this one. I don't know if it's funny, but it's definitely